Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you are welcome. My name is Anita Fon, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified each and every time I upload a new tutorial to my channel. If you're old member, you are welcome back. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you on how to make this tutorial step by step. So if you want to know how I'll be going about it, keep on watching. Here I have my drafting paper. I'm going to go ahead and mark my vertical and my horizontal line. Those lines are going to be my guideline. After doing so, I'll go ahead and throw away 7.5 inch. Then I just mark my bust point, which is 10 inch, and the under bust, which is 13.5 inch. Then I'm going to move now to the half length, which is 16 inch, but I'll be adding 1 inch for the allowance. Once I'm done doing so, I'll just go ahead and connect it up with a straight line. I'm going to do the same thing here and here. I'll go ahead, take the nipple to nipple measurement, which is 7 inch. I will divide that 7 inch by 2, which is going to give me 3.5. I'll mark that up. Then I'm going to go ahead and connect it up like this with a straight line. After doing so, I'll go ahead now to label it up: the chest line, the bust point line, the under bust line, and the waist line. Next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead now. I'll be creating up my dot of 0.75 both sides. Mark that up. I'll repeat the same thing to my under bust. Mark that up. After doing so, from the bust point line, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. Mark, and I'm going to go ahead and connect it up like this. I'll go ahead now, blend that up. I use a dot of 0.25 both sides. That's because the round bust I'm working on is 30. But if you are above 30, you use a dot of 1 inch. If you are above 38, you use a dot of 2.5 inch. So I'll just go to the top. I'll repeat the same thing. That's 3/4 inch both sides. Okay. Then after doing so, I'll just go ahead to connect that up like that. I'm going to do the same thing to this other side. Look at the way I'm placing my curve. Connect that up like this. Next thing I'm going to do is, now I will come here on my bust point line. I'm going to go down, or you can choose to go up by 1.5 inch. That's to get the armhole deep. Then I'm going to come here. I'll be creating up my sweetheart neck line. You can go ahead and go up from this point by 1 inch or by ½ inch, or you can just connect it all the way to the bust point line, depending on how deep you want it to be. So I'll go ahead just to connect it all the way from that point. So I choose to go up by ½ inch. Then I'm going to go ahead to just connect it up like this. After doing so, I'm going to connect the side center front. But before we go ahead and do so, I'll put 1/4 of the bust I'm working with, which is 30. 30 divided by 4 is going to give me 7.5, and I'm going to go up from that point here by 1.5 inch. Mark that up. Then we're just going to go ahead and connect it up with a straight line like this. You see what I've just done there? That is going to be the new armhole. Remember, you don't want this to be right at the under of your armhole. You want it to have space around there. So once I'm done doing so, I'll just connect that up. Then I'm going to go ahead now. I'll put 1/4 of my round measurement. I'll take round my bust, which is 34. 34 divided by 4 is going to give me 7.5. I will replace back the dart allowance, which is 3/4 inch. Both sides is 1.5 inch. Come round the under bust, which is 27. 27 divided by 4 is going to give me 7.5. Now replace back the dart allowance. I'll come round, that's on the waistline. I'll put 1/4 of the waist. Round the waist I'm working on is 26. 26 divided by 4 is going to give me 6.5. Then I'll go ahead and connect it up like this. After doing so, I'm just going to go ahead now and reconnect it all the way straight, because I don't want to have anything looking funny around there. Once I'm done doing so, I'm just going to go ahead. I'll be marking 1 inch to separate the front from the back. Connect that up. Now I'll just go ahead and put 1/4 of the bust, which is 30 divided by 4 is going to give me 7. I'll be adding up a dart of 3/4 inch. I'll come here on the under bust. I'll repeat the same thing like we did for the front. Then I'll be adding up a dart of 3/4 inch. After doing so, I'm just going to go ahead and connect those points up like this. Then I will take I will mark, connect that up. Then I'm going to go ahead, put the nipple to nipple, which is 7 divided by 2 is going to give me 3.5. I'll go ahead to connect that up like this. You see what I've just done? Then I'm going to go ahead now. I'll be creating up that dart that I added there. 3/4 inch and 3/4 inch both sides. Closely to 1 inch, but it's not 1 inch. Like that. Once I'm done doing so, the next thing I'm going to do is to come here. I'll be go down by 1 inch. You can slant that down. That's to give the shape a little bit slant at the back, okay? I went down by 1 inch, connect it up like that. The next thing we're going to work on is the zipper allowance. I'll be adding 1 inch for the zipper allowance. Mark and connect that up. Once I'm done doing so, I'll just go ahead to measure up whatever I have and divide that by 2. Then I'll go in by 1/2 inch. After going in by 1/2 inch, I'm going to go ahead and connect it up like this. After connecting that up, I will just mark where I'm going to be cutting that up. Then after doing so, we will level them up 1, 2, and 3, so you will not make any mistake when you are joining them up together. Then it is time for us to cut our pattern. Remember, I do not add any sewing allowance, meaning that when I'm cutting this on my fabric, I will add up my sewing allowance. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and share. I had to repeat this tutorial because some of you complained that I was too fast in the other video. Thank you so much for watching.